What's up? All right, so check it out. I haven't made a video in 4 days. It's not because I'm off my diet. It has nothing to do with that. It's because I'm still dealing with the same old bullshit that I've been dealing with this whole fucking time, and I'm kind of on the back end of it. So pretty soon I'll be able to get you guys a little more depth of what's going on in my life, get you guys a little more of a view of what I'm doing on my daily and so on and so forth. But I wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know what's going on. I still haven't done an official video weigh-in. I weighed myself in. I was at 299. I broke 300, so I'm down 32 pounds total in 40 days or so, 40 plus days or so, whatever. So what I've been eating, I've been trying to drink a bottle of water, a 16.9 fluid ounce bottle of water, at least 8 of them a day. The job I have makes me sweat, so it's a little easier for me to get all those down. I try to drink more than that though, but at least 8. Some days I don't drink as much as I should, but I try to do at least 8. 10 tops. Usually I don't want to drink. Like you don't want to over drink it, I guess. I mean, I don't know if you really over drink it, but as long as you're moving around, you'll be all right. That helps with my appetite a lot. So one of the reasons why it's been so easy for me to continue not to eat large portions is when I get hungry, I chug a bottle of water first. Like that's the first thing I go to. Like if I start to get hungry, I chug a bottle of water. I go in the kitchen, I make myself something really small. After you chug the bottle of water, the hunger pain will subside, and you can make yourself a small, reasonably sized snack, whatever it is. Before dinner, I chug a bottle of water before I sit down to eat dinner, just to fill my belly up so I'm not eating as much. Same with lunch. Like I try to chug a bottle of water before I eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I wake up in the morning, chug a bottle of water, eat a small breakfast. Throughout my day, I'm drinking water, and then when I go to my next meal or snack, or if I'm getting hungry, I'll chug a bottle of water. I'll have a little snack, carrots, celery, sometimes black olives, just whatever vegetable I have in the fridge. Sometimes I just slice up some tomato, throw it on a plate with some salt and pepper. It's really good. Sometimes I just pop open a can of tuna. I'll have just tuna by itself. I'll put a little bit of lemon on it, a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and I just eat it like that out of the can with this fork. It's really good. Sometimes I have these little canned chickens too. I'll pop one of those open. Or like I cook a lot of proteins for dinner. So like I have pork that'll be in there, and I'll dice up a little bit of pork. I'll have some pork as a snack, or chicken I'll dice up as a snack. I'm not really doing a lot of sides right now. If I do a side, it's usually like a non-cooked vegetable. You know, carrots, celery, tomatoes. Sometimes I'll have some, almonds or something. Just depends. Depending on how hungry I am after I eat that protein. So I'll let you guys know I'm still here, still going strong, still sticking to my same eating habits. I have not broken that. I did 1,400 calories today, 16 yesterday, 14 the day before. Oh no, I'm gonna look. I think I might actually be at 7 right now. But by the time I finish, by the time I eat my lunch, I'll be. No, it's not gonna be right. No, I can't even remember. I'm pretty low. I'm pretty low on the calorie count today. I need to be a little bit higher, but that's just it's just what happens when you deal with some BS. When you get to a certain point in your diet, you're gonna notice that your attention to food dives. Like you're gonna have a couple days where it's gonna be rough and you're gonna crave, but you need to make it through those days, because after a little while, and I'm 40 days in, like after a little while, your cravings drop tremendously, and you find it almost hard to remember to eat. Like you don't eat until you're hungry. Like before, we were living to eat. Now we're eating to live. Like you got to get to a point where you eat to live and not live to eat. Like I was always looking for my next meal. I was always in the kitchen, opening the fridge up just to look in it. Even if I wasn't hungry, I was just looking in the fridge. Sometimes I see something in there that I wanted. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna eat this. Not even being hungry, just snack on it for no reason at all. Like I just because like my addiction, it's just what drew me to it. So stay strong. If you haven't started yet, start somewhere. Just baby steps if you have to. The most minute start possible if that's what's necessary. Stop eating candy if that's where you need to start. Cut your portions down just a quarter of what you're usually doing. Cut it out a quarter at a time. A quarter at a time adds up over the span of a year. Then you can get to a point where you cut out half of your portion size. And then when you cut out half of your portion size, you know, you can maybe, if depending on how big your portions are, you can get down to 3/4 of your portion size. And instead of having 3 really large meals a day, you can eat your small meals throughout your day every 2 hours, you know, like 4 ounces or 6 ounces, 8-ounce meals here and there throughout your day, 4 or 5, get the metabolism going back up again, get it running right. For some of you, you know, like your eating habits might not drop your weight immediately, you know, you might cut down and start changing the way you eat, and your body might fight against you. You might not lose weight immediately, but you will eventually lose weight if you're doing the right thing. If you want to see results, and you want to see them fairly quickly, like everyone wants results, if you want to see them, you're going to have to make some drastic changes in your life. My drastic changes is I cut out all my liquid sugars. Everybody knows that. All my liquid calories are gone. And I cut my portions down to 1/4 of what I used to eat throughout my day. I try to eat 3, 4, 5 small portions a day when I get hungry. But like I said, I'm chugging water before I eat. There are days, though, where I only eat twice, and it's small portions, and I drink a lot of water throughout the day. That's not healthy for me. It's not healthy for anyone to do it that way. But it just happens. There's just days where I don't want to eat. There's days where I'm not that hungry, and I have to, like, I just forget to eat. Like, I'm just hanging out or doing something, and it just slips my mind because my body doesn't get physically hungry like it should sometimes. Like, my metabolism is working really slow right now, and I'm trying to correct it, but it's tough. Like, you need to make sure that you're eating those small meals throughout the day to get your metabolism going back up. And you might even put on a pound or two eating those small meals until your body adjusts to your new eating habit and starts to process the food properly, get your metabolism moving in the way it's supposed to be. Once your metabolism is going the way it should be, you'll start burning the weight. You'll start burning that mother friggin' weight. But you want to see results quick, cut out all your liquid calories. Cut down your portions. Exercise. Do it consistently every single day, and you will see results within your first month. That's all. That's all you got to do. It's not a lot. It's in the grand scheme, it's not a lot that needs to be done. You can do it. And if you started this and you failed, forgive yourself, move on, fix it. If you took a week off because you got down and depressed because you failed, forgive yourself. Start over. With any addiction, there's going to be a relapse for some people. And for me, this is an addiction. And there are days where you will relapse, and that is okay. You continue to try, eventually what you're doing is going to stick. It's just going to stick. You're going to be able to do it. It's going to stick. It's going to become a habit, and that habit is going to lose you weight over the course of time. It might only be, 10 pounds a year, but that's okay. It could be 20 pounds a year. It could be 5 pounds a year. You're still healthier than you were when you started the journey. So, hope you guys are doing all right. Hope you guys are sticking to it. If you're new to this, you can do this. You can make it. One small change at a time. You can do this. All right. So remember, forgiveness is accepting that we cannot change the past. Nothing you can do to change it. Nothing you can do to fix it. All you can do is accept that it happened and move on and better yourself from that moment. All right, guys.